Okay, so I don't know how many people are going to be joining us today, because obviously I've set up the work for the week, and so people don't need to be here. So so the idea of this was just to touch base and see if any of you were, how things were going. I just really wanted to check that you were all you've all managed to find the pack to download if you wanted to download it, and that you've all been able to locate where the YouTube video is. So that's also what I wanted to do. So if anybody has struggled to find the questions or find the YouTube video, so feel free to unmute if you've had problems finding where all the resources are. Okay, that sounds good. So the other thing I then wanted to do, because obviously you have a go at the questions, then you go and have a look at the video and see whether you've got it right or not. Obviously, if you've got it right, you move on. And if you've got it wrong, then obviously you can listen to the video. So that's really what I want you to do as the first port of call. But obviously, if you're finding that the video isn't really helping you out, that's why I think these lessons could be quite good. That's why I wanted to go live each time, just in case there was some bits and bobs that people hadn't been able to sort out. So Cecily, I think you said that you were, oh, where has it gone? Where is my, looks to me like it's crashed. Let me just see if I got it. Oh yeah, no, that's there. It is there. Good. So Cecily, did you say there was a particular question you wanted to look at?
Yes, 18A.
Okay, so that's fine.
UB means.
Okay. Okay, so is it the one you can see on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is it, a specific query or just everything?
No, I just wanted to see what U and then the N.
Oh, sorry. Yes, so you just said yes, absolutely. Now this U here, it stands for union, and what that means is the numbers that are in A or B or both. So that's the big list. Okay, so this first rugby book. Oh yes, actually the question isn't worded very well. It's not clear what A and B are they? Sorry, I don't know if your actual copy. This is supposed to be the rugby ball A, football A, and that's supposed to be the football B. So when the question says A union B, it means which numbers are in A or B or both. So you're basically going to list everything that is inside those two circles. So the only numbers you won't be including are the 5 and the 13, because they're not in A or in B or in both. Now for part B, A intersection B means you're in A and you are in B. Okay, you're in A and you are in B. So that's obviously where the two circles overlap. So that's the 4, the 8, the 24, the 12 and the 6. Does that clarify that for you, Cecily?
Yes, thank you.
No worries. Anybody got any other question that they've got stumped on and they just wanted me just to talk them through now? You've obviously totally happy that we do this on our third revision lesson tomorrow. Okay, it's our last lesson of the week tomorrow. So the idea is you've got today's lesson and tomorrow's lesson to get through as much of that Michaelmas term revision pack as you can. If you get all the way through it and you've got time spare, just go and do some of the extra Hegarty 1st to 50 stuff. And if you don't get all the way through the pack, doesn't matter. Okay, just get through as much as you can. And if there's bits that you haven't done, it doesn't matter. It's not like that we're actually having a real test at the end of this. So so anyone got any other questions you would like me to go through now? Very happy to. So if you do have a question you'd like me to go through now, just unmute and just tell me the question number, please.
Sir?
Yes.
I've got a question, but it's not about an actual question. It's kind of like something else.
Okay, far away.
At the end of this, do we have to like sort of hand it in because even though we've marked it ourselves?
No, don't have to. So Phoebe, I'm totally happy. If you want to upload it, I would love to have a look at it. So I can't remember. Did I set it as an assignment? I think I did. I think I did. So I think the page is there for you to upload your work to if you want, Phoebe. But I appreciate it's like 8 pages long. I think what probably what would be better would be if people go onto that page that you upload onto and just open up one of those little rectangles by clicking on the screen, and then just typing me a comment about how you found it. Like you might just say, yeah,
Okay.
all fine, I'm totally happy with this. Or you might say, yeah, I'm fine with everything apart from the Venn diagrams. Or you might say, I'm still really bad on like the algebra and questions 4 to 6. So what I definitely would like to do is to have feedback from everybody, whether that is that you just leave me a comment or you upload the work. I will leave that to you, Phoebe. I will leave that to all of you, whatever you want. Anyone else got any queries they want to talk through? Any specific questions, or has anybody got any? Yes.
Can you go through 21, please?
Absolutely, yes, no problem at all. Okay, yeah, tricky question. Okay, and do you know what? I couldn't quite remember whether we did anything as hard of this in the lesson or not. Just to tell the truth, what happened was, well, I started off by looking at the videos that I'd done a couple of years ago. So actually, that YouTube videos is everything I did with my first form 2 Christmases ago. So not you lot. Now, the scheme of work was ever so similar, so I just thought the easiest thing was just that I issued the revision pack that totally equaled those videos. Otherwise, I thought it was going to get confusing. So there is a possibility, and these Venn diagrams very much fall into that category, that we didn't actually do anything exactly like this year. So, and it doesn't matter. We'll pick it up another year. But if you guys are finding, I think Cecily, from what you were just saying, the fact that you do you think we didn't do that intersection in Union? I really can't quite remember off the top of my head. But anyway, let me talk you through this question, whether we've done it or not, because it's all good stuff. So your thought process for question 21 is, what is A union B? Just normal A union B. And that's what I was just explaining to Cecily. A union B is where A and B intercept, and it would just be that bit there. Now, the second you go and get this little dash there, that just means that's the bit that you don't want. So when you're being asked to shade anything which is A union B dash, you've got to shade the opposite to what you would shade if it was A union B. So this bit in red is A union B. It's the overlap. So what is not the overlap? Well, it's the rest of it. So clearly that's the rest of A and the rest of B, but it also includes all the numbers that aren't in A or B. So hence that's why we've gone and shaded it looking like that. So apologies, guys, if we didn't cover that in our normal lessons. You know, it's just something else we've covered now. We will cover it all again in 2nd and 3rd form, but if that is something that we didn't cover in our lessons, never mind. But it was in those videos, so I thought it was just worth us having a look at. Anyone want to have a look at any of the others? Totally happy. As I said, it's not your last opportunity. You can ask anytime. We'll go live again tomorrow, because I think it's always nice just keeping in touch and just hearing your voices anyway. And also, as I said, I'm very keen to manage everyone's workload. So, and just to reassure people that if they haven't finished, that absolutely doesn't matter. And if people have finished, I then just want to make sure they're just going off and finding another little Hegarty exercise to do, just to fill the right time. I want to get it just like, is it the three little pigs? Is it what's called three? What's the one where you've got to get it just right? You don't want the porridge to be too hot, too cold. You want it just right. Can't remember what it's called. My kids are very old now. I can't remember all the nursery rhymes. Right. Anybody want to go and look at any other questions? If not, we will we'll stop the meeting. Okay, well done, guys. You're all doing really well. I'm really proud of you all. You're all working extremely hard. So just carry on this lesson, working your way through those questions, please. As I said, it might be that you've actually downloaded the pack and you're actually writing it on the sheets itself, but it's absolutely fine if you're just writing it on paper and just looking at the questions on your screen, whatever you like. And just like Phoebe was asking, I just want you just to have you know, you don't have to upload it or anything. Sorry, I think I interrupted somebody.
No.
Somebody far away.
Sir,
Yes.
can we look at question 22, B?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'm just going to do A while we're there because it just reminds people what's going on. So normal symmetry is what you're all very familiar with. What lines can you put on it that when you fold it over, it would fold exactly onto itself? So that's why the normal symmetry is straight down the middle. Now, rotational symmetry means if you just imagine you've got a hole the size of the shape, as you rotated that shape, how many occasions would it be able to fit through that hole? So I'm just going to put a dot at the top just to help with my explanation. So obviously it would fit through when the dot is at the top, and as you go right round 360 degrees, once that dot is at the bottom, obviously it would still fit through that shape. So that's why the rotational symmetry is of the order of 2. It's the how many times would a shape fit through a hole which is the same shape as you twist it around 360 degrees. Now, the vast majority of times it will be the same answer as the lines of symmetry, but not always. So so it's just understanding the difference. Lines of symmetry is just the normal one, where how many places could you fold it across and it would fold onto itself. Rotational symmetry, rotational, that means rotating, when you're turning it around, how many times would it fit into itself as you turned it around? So that's 22. Anybody want to look at anything else, or you can say, yeah, you're welcome. Anybody want to go over any other ones, or you just want to get on with the work? Okay, guys, I think we will wrap it up there then. So same thing tomorrow, please. It'd be nice to see you all and hear from you all at I'll set it up as I'll schedule the meeting and I'll put it on Show My Homework again, just so to remind you, and also just to, because obviously your parents have got access to Show My Homework, so I just want to keep them in the picture, fully in the picture, what we're doing. And I like the routine that we go live every lesson. Okay. Okay, guys, nice talking to you all. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye.